Portable power stations are getting more and more popular these days. They are no longer just for people who go camping, RV goers, outdoorsmen. There's so many genius and useful ways to use these in and around your house. So today we're going to be checking out the DJI Power 1000 and the expansion battery 2000. So without further ado, let's jump into the video. First off, I want to thank DJI for sending these out to me for a full honest review, but I do not allow any other types of sponsorships on any of my channels, just demonstration products so I can check them out for you guys. In today's video, I'm going to tell you 5 different uses I've been using these portable power stations for in and around the house, as these portable power stations are not just for camping and RVing. All right, number 1 is my standing desk life hack. That's right, I love standing desks. I actually have 3 of them in my home office, just for computers, and one's like a tinker desk. But the third one, that's my studio. That's the one that I really want to move around for different scenes and projects that I do for these videos. So having a desk that can move around on casters is a must have. But with a standing desk, you're always having it tied down to a power wire to the wall. And let's not even mention the tripping hazard that I've killed myself over 1,000,000 times. Having this battery pack on the leg of my standing desk has been a game changer. It really has, and it's super easy to do. I took some Velcro, just tied it to the bottom of the leg and the side of the leg, and this thing is tied down. I don't have to worry about falling off as I'm moving around the room. And then I can use the buttons on my standing desk to raise it and lower it, and it's always powered on. Most of the time it's powered on. Sometimes I shut it down, or I do have to charge it up, which I just push the whole desk over to the wall and charge up the battery probably about like once a month or so. Obviously that's going to vary depending on what desk you have and how often you use it, but this DJI battery has 1024 watt hours, which is a good size. It's not too big and it's not too heavy. I think it's about 28 pounds. Has 2 USB-A ports at 24 watts each, and then 2 USB-C ports at 140 watts apiece. So if you have a MacBook Pros like I do, you can definitely fast charge them as long as you have the MagSafe wire. And of course it has 2 standard AC ports at 120 volts each. So if you want to, not only can you power on the desk, the standing desk, but you can also power on a computer, which leads to my second use, which is actually using this as a UPS, which is an uninterrupted power supply. So if power happens to go off and you're on your computer, this will actually power on that computer within milliseconds. I forget how fast it was, but it was super quick. It's unbelievable how fast this is, and you can continue on just working. You can see here I unplugged it, and you can't even tell that it flickered or did anything. Now I can't tell you how long the battery is going to last for your particular use case in your computer, but the nice thing is that you can use this as a UPS and it will always be ready for you. So yes, you can buy a dedicated UPS, but try to take that UPS camping. Probably not ideal. Where here, if you don't go camping that often, you can unplug this from your computer, have it for camping, but then still have this as a UPS inside your house. So that way you can have a UPS most of the time, and then when you occasionally go camping, it'll be powered on and ready to go. And talking about camping quickly, there's 2 other ways that you can power this up away from the house. Obviously, if you're home, you're gonna be powering this up via AC power. But if you're out there on the road, you can actually get an adapter. You can charge this up via your car cigarette lighter or car charger. And you can also get adapter, or I should be saying dongle, for solar panels. Now, you can have up to 800 watts of solar panels. You will have to buy 2 MPPT adapters or chargers, which I'm not really excited about having all these dongles. A lot of other power stations have these things built into it, but I gotta tell you, this has been the best battery that I've used to date. It is so powerful. So not having every single type of port possible to charge this up or to use, I'm okay with having dongles for the things that I actually need, and you can pick whichever ones are right for you. But back to the uses. Number 3, I'm calling the Basement Lifesaver. So if you have a basement and a sump pump, a lot of times when there is a bad storm, you'll lose power, but that's also when you need that sump pump the most because it's pouring outside. So having a battery backup for your sump pump, I think, is a must have. And you can use a power station like this as a kind of like a UPS for your sump pump. So it's always ready to go and it'll just kick over when the power cut out, and it'll just run on battery power and pump out the water and save your basement. And this might also be a good place to put that expansion battery, just because you're getting 3 times the amount of power. Yes, they have dedicated sump pump batteries, and those might have a couple extra features, but I've had a portable power station on mine for over a year now, and I haven't had any issues. It wasn't this DJI one, but I've had other ones very similar, and they work great. Now, number 4, I'm calling the Power Outage Survival Kit. Just because the power is out, life still goes on. We have food in the refrigerator. We have phones and computers that we need to communicate and get things done with. Just because power is out doesn't mean that you have to stop what you're doing. Obviously, that would be nice to kind of just sit back in candlelight and just like read a book or something, or talk to your family members. So maybe it is a good idea not to have one of these, but you know what I mean. Having one of these is really nice, especially since food costs so much. I think having this on a refrigerator when the power goes out will save your food. I ran mine for about 2 days. Obviously, you're going to get different results on the size of your refrigerator, how often you open and close it. Obviously, keep it closed as much as you can during a power outage, but it will really save your food until power comes back on. Once again, that expansion battery might be a good use here. That way you can really triple the amount of time that you can be on battery. And number 5, I'm calling the outdoor game changer. And I'm talking about power tools here. You know what I'm talking about. And you can see in this test how much power this thing can put out. So I really want to put this to the test to see what it can do. I have a halogen light that's about 450 to 500 watts that you can see on right now. I have a heat gun on level 2, it goes up to 1500 watts. And then I have a grinder, and I don't know what this thing can do. I think the last time I tested it was over 1000 watts. So I'm definitely going to be over that 2200 and probably at 2600 when everything is running at full power. So let's go ahead and put this to the test. All right, first things first, we have the light on at 482. We're gonna turn on the heat gun. And you can see the power. You can see the wattage. It's only at 1200. I don't know why that's so low. That should go up as it gets hotter. Maybe give that a minute. All right, we're gonna plug in this. All right, here we go. Ready? Okay, that's not enough. This heat gun's not getting as high as I want it to. We gotta have more power. More power. Okay, take 2. Now I have this hair dryer that's rated for 1200 watts. So, plug this one in. The light should turn on. There it goes. All right, let's do the heat gun. We're at 1200. Turn this on. There we go. Whole thing just cut off. So you can see there the safety features kicked in and turn this off. And there's a bunch of different sensors built in here, temperature sensors, that's all monitoring what's going on. And if it detects something that's not quite right, it will shut it down to protect you and your family. In addition to using this for power tools and stuff away from the house, you can use this for movie night. There's nothing like sitting out with your friends and family on a nice summer night, watching your favorite movie on a blow up big screen. Absolutely love these nights, and I cherish them forever. And I couldn't do this or would have to run wires everywhere to make this happen, but just bring out a battery pack, I'm good to go, and I can watch the movie and keep the blow up running at the same time. And I'm also talking about charging up your cell phone and laptop poolside if you happen to have a pool, or maybe you just want to call out sick or tell your boss you're working from home and you can just be out there on a nice spring summer day and you don't have to worry about your phone battery dying or your laptop. You can just sit out there all day long and not worry about charging up your devices. So you can see there's so many uses for a portable power station like this in and around the house. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me on the DJI Power 1000. There's lots of great uses for this, but I'm sure there's 1,000 more. So let me know down in the comments below what you would use this on in and around your house, because I'm sure you've come up with some great ideas yourself. If you're brand new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I appreciate all the love and support. I will see you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching.